student, I've given you a diet plan that you need to plan for a lactating mother. The whole day's meal has been planned except for the dinner part that you have to complete. Okay, I've given a starter also, vegetable with sweet corn soup, and your main assignment is just to plan this part and calculating the food lists. Okay, but your main confusion is regarding these extra portion of lactating women, cereals, pulses, fats, and oil, milk, fruits, and green leafy vegetables. So what you have done earlier also in your previous assignment is you have to refer to this table, right? So in this table, you have seen that for a lactating mother, or for a sedentary woman, sorry, we see that the portion size for cereal, it is one portion is 30 gram. And then you have to multiply 10 into it. So, and then you get 300 grams. See, 30, one portion into 10 for a lactating mother, you get, for a sedentary woman, you get 300 grams. So one portion which is written here is the extra which is to be added in case of a lactating mother. Because a lactating mother nutritional requirement is more because she's breastfeeding her infant, right? So these are the extras that you have to add to this amount, which is recommended for a sedentary woman. In this case, these are the extra. For how you are going to add the extra is that 310 into 30 is 300. So you plus another extra portion. What is that? One portion of cereal is 30 grams, right? So you have to plus 30, 30, and the answer you get 330 grams. So 330 grams should be the whole requirement of cereal and millet of a sedentary lactating woman. And in case of pulse also you see it is 2 into 30. 30 into 2, which is equal to 60. And you have to plus pulses. What is the recommendation for a lactating woman? 2 portion extra. Okay, 2 portion extra is, this is 30 is 1 portion. So 2 portion is 30 plus 30. Then what you get is 120 grams. Even for milk also is 2 portion extra, but the requirement of a sedentary normal woman is milk is 100 into 3. 100 into 3, which is equal to 300. And for a lactating mother, you need extra 2, which is plus 100 plus another portion 100, which is 2 portion. So we get 500 ml per day. So in this plan, we can see that after you have planned for a dinner part for a lactating mother, I can see that, or through your assignment, I've seen that some of you has repeated planning the same thing, like soya rice again in the dinner. You should, while planning, it should not be the same. You should not repeat. Otherwise, no one will have a same menu even for the lunch as well as for the dinner. So when we have given soya rice in the lunch, don't give it for the dinner as well. Give some other things. You can give a plain rice instead, or other cereals and millets, which is in the form of roti or chapati, not always rice. So you include rice, then another pulse dal, because I've include only soya, that is a pulse soya over here. So it is 1 portion 30 grams, but the recommendation is 120 grams, right? So we add another pulse over here in the form of Bengal gram dal or rajma you can add. Then vegetables also should be there. So we can include green leafy vegetable. We see to it what are the green leafy vegetable which I've included earlier. See, I've included coriander leaf, I've included cauliflower over here, and as well as spinach in the breakfast for a stuffed paratha with spinach. So what is, you calculate all these and see to it, is it meeting the amount? Because we have to put in mind also another extra amount should be added, green leafy vegetables. What is the recommendation over here? It is green leafy vegetable 100 into 1. And recommendation for a lactating is another half portion. That means 100 into 1, half portion is 100 into 1 is equal to 100, right? So plus another half portion, half of 100 is 50. So is equal to 150 gram. So see how much I've included. Spinach, one form, cauliflower, another, and coriander. So whatever extras that you, after calculating the total for all this, green leafy vegetables, which is when you calculate all this, it's come to all these spinach, that is 50, and then coriander 20. So we get 70, and another cauliflower 70, 80, 90, 100. So we get 100 grams. So another 50 grams should be added over the dinner part, so that you get around 150. Like in that way also, in the case of rice, we have seen how much cereals and millets has been included throughout. You calculate first all these throughout, how much you have included, and then according to my calculation, the cereals and millet I have included over here is around 265 minus the dinner. So how much from this 330 minus 265, which is already over in the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as the mid-morning snack. So which is equal to another, which you have to add for dinner, is 75. So rice here you can put as 75 grams. Okay. And then dal. Dal I've included is one part here, 30 grams, and there's no other part which I've included. So, but the recommendation is 120 grams. And because this is a non-vegetarian, so it does not mean that the whole day that I have to give 120 grams of pulse, because I've given for a vegetarian it is 120 grams, but in case for a non-vegetarian I have given fish cutlet and egg is given. Okay, so only if I add only one part dal over here, that is 30 grams, it is more than enough. And another part is another 30 grams. That means from pulse, I've given 60, 30 in the, for soya, and another 30 in the dinner part. And the rest I've met by giving fish cutlet as well as egg. And then you include green leafy vegetables have been included now. And then other vegetables now you have to include. You see to it what are the vegetables which were given for the lunch. Then you don't give these same thing. You give other vegetables in the dinner. And then in the case of milk, in this plan, when you calculate all this without planning before you plan for dinner, you'll see that milk is 300 ml. Okay. So, but the requirement for a lactating mother is 500 ml. So we have to include it as a bedtime snack. That is another 200 ml. Since if we see here another 100 ml, and then another part is curd is another 50 ml, and another part we can go through and see is another 50 ml, that makes 200 ml, and another is in the tea time, another 100 ml, so that makes 300 ml. So what is left over is another 200 ml, which is needed to meet 500 ml. So you can give that in the dinner part. So that makes the the snack for the bedtime snack. So in that way, after you have completed everything, you will meet these recommendations, and even the extra portion will be incorporated into the plan. That is how you should incorporate this portion of the plan into this table. Even for likewise also, I'll give other plant also, even for pregnant mother also, you have seen how I did it. There are extra portion even for the lactating mother as well. But even for, and then for the pregnant mother as well for the lactating. If you have not understand for the pregnant mother, it applies the same way also for those of you who are confused with it. So please repeat and redo the assignment. Plan individually. I will need, no one should be copying from each other. You should plan again the dinner part, and then you can send it to me again through email, and plus with the calculation, writing down the food list, and plus with the calculation of the energy, proteins and fats and carbohydrates. Okay.